through it. I come back from shopping and wow, look who's here again. Are you seriously just letting yourself into our house now? That's insane. Creepy, honestly. What kind of person does that?
I only came to drop off the sleeve Clark's mom forgot. I wasn't planning to stay.
We've had this conversation. I told you not to come over, more than once.
I also brought some vegetables from the family home. I thought I'd just leave them by the door.
Vegetables? That's your excuse? You think a couple of carrots gives you permission to break boundaries? You don't live here. You didn't build this house. You didn't pay for any of it.
I wasn't trying to offend you. I genuinely thought I'd be gone before you even got back.
You thought wrong. Again. Why is that always your thing? Oh, I didn't mean to overstep. You did overstep. This house isn't your sister's anymore. It's ours, mine, and Clark's.
I really thought it was the considerate thing to do. Just a quick drop-off.
Considerate? Sneaking in while I'm out and pretending it's no big deal? You act like you're still some central figure in his life, like you're entitled to be here.
I don't think I'm entitled to anything. I just care about him. That's it.
That's it? That's exactly the problem. You think you're being sweet, but it's clingy and pathetic. He's not your little project. He's my husband. We're a family now. You're not part of it.
I left everything by the door. I didn't even take off my shoes. I wasn't trying to linger.
Then maybe don't walk into other people's homes at all. That's like basic manners. Honestly, it feels like you're pretending this is still your space. It's not. It never will be again.
I'm sorry, Marcy. Truly. I didn't expect this reaction, but I hear you.
Good, because this is the last time we're having this conversation. Do not come here again, ever. This isn't your house. You didn't pay a single yen for it. Not when it was built. Not now.
I never said it was mine, but I was there when your husband was barely more than a teenager. I helped your in-laws during the move. I helped choose the wood for the beams. I've been around longer than you've even known, Clark.
That doesn't matter. You're not on the deed. You don't pay rent, and you sure as hell aren't family in this household.
I'm not asking for ownership. I'm just asking for basic decency. And I didn't move in to sponge off anyone. Clark and I agreed it was practical to save for a place of our own.
Oh, how convenient. Living here rent-free while claiming you're planning to leave someday.
I know how it might look, but we're working towards something. Clark's putting away every yen he can. And when it's our turn to handle meals or errands, he always pays. That's how we've split things.
Yeah, well guess what? That's still not enough. You think tossing in a grocery payment every now and then earns you some kind of special status?
It's not about status. It's about helping out and staying out of the way. I clean up after myself. I don't impose. I don't expect anyone to serve me tea.
You're absolutely freeloading. You're a guest who doesn't know how to leave.
Then treat me like a guest, not an intruder.
And don't act like your connection to Clark gives you any kind of say here. It doesn't.
I don't want to say. I want to be able to show kindness to someone I care about without being treated like garbage.
No, you come because you want to, because you still think of this house as yours. You walk in here like it's some sacred family shrine.
It's not the house I'm attached to, it's the people in it. But if the people no longer want me here, I can take the hint. I'm really not trying to make things difficult for you. I don't come here to linger or interfere, just when something needs to be delivered. I know how you feel about boundaries, and I've been careful to respect that.
Careful? You think this is careful? Your presence alone throws off everything. Every time I see you walking up to this house, I want to hide. Do you have any idea how out of place you look here?
Out of place? I don't come here to be seen. I come to help.
You act like Clark still needs you, hovering over him like some sad substitute mother. He's grown. He's married. He doesn't need your apron strings anymore.
I'm not hovering. I don't coddle him. I'm just present.
It's delusional. Honestly, it's kind of pathetic. You're clinging to some fantasy where you're still important.
I'm not clinging to anything. I'm not trying to be the center of his life.
Then maybe stop orbiting it like a lonely little satellite. Look, I get it. You're single, no kids, not much else going on. So you latch on to Clark like he's all you've got left.
That's not fair. I've supported him the way any caring relative would.
Relative? Maybe, but let's not pretend we're equals. Clark's with an international firm. He makes more in a month than you probably make in a year. You're what, a drifting dependent with a used car and no family of your own?
I didn't realize success had only one definition.
It doesn't, but yours wouldn't make any list I've ever seen. We're on different levels. He married up. You're just baggage from his past.
I've always been part of Clark's life because I care, that's it. I never claimed anything more, never tried to replace anyone. You're twisting this into something it never was.
Please, don't act like I'm imagining things. Everyone can see it. The way you dote on him like he's still 10 years old. It's pathetic.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I think you're being unnecessarily cruel.
Cruel? I'm just being honest. Someone has to be. And while we're being honest, let's talk about that car of yours. That tiny thing you roll up in like it's a toy. It's embarrassing.
It gets me where I need to go. That's all I ask from it.
It looks like it cost under 1,000,000 yen. Used, right? Probably scraped together on a loan. And you park that thing next to our neighbor's foreign imports like it belongs.
It's compact because our neighborhood streets are narrow. I picked it so I wouldn't block driveways.
Or maybe because you couldn't afford anything else. Let's not kid ourselves.
Not everything has to scream for attention. I care more about safety and maneuverability than how it looks parked.
That explains a lot, honestly. You and that car, both small, outdated, and way out of place.
You don't have to insult me just to feel bigger.
This isn't about me feeling bigger. This is about you dragging down the whole image of this house. Do you even look at how you dress when you show up? You never match the neighborhood. The hair, the shoes, that car, it all screams small town and low income.
So you want me gone because I don't match your scenery?
Exactly. You're a walking eyesore, and I'm tired of pretending otherwise. This is a luxury district. People notice when someone like you strolls through.
I didn't realize being Clark's aunt meant I had to pass your fashion test.
You don't, because you're not welcome anymore. Period. I don't want you stepping foot on this property again. Not ever.
Hey, I just found out you stopped by earlier. I'm really disappointed I missed you. I actually got off work a little early today and thought maybe we could sit down and eat together like we used to.
I didn't realize you'd be home that soon. I ended up leaving just as Marcy came in the door. I could feel the tension the second I heard her key in the lock, so I figured I'd better not stay.
I was afraid something like that happened. So Marcy wasn't too happy to see you?
Let's just say she didn't hold back. It was clear I wasn't welcome. Again.
Good grief, you don't deserve to be treated like that. Not after everything you've done for me. Honestly, the house just feels colder without you in it. You've always brought warmth with you, even when things were messy.
You don't have to say that, Clark. I know things are complicated for you right now, and I don't want to add to it.
You're not adding to it. You've never added stress, only support. You were always the one steady person I could count on.
I just came to drop off a few vegetables from the garden and return your mom's sleeve. Nothing major.
Nothing major! Aunt Kathy, that stuff is a lifesaver lately. Groceries are ridiculous these days, and Marcy insists on organic everything. It's gotten to the point where we joke about budgeting for kale like it's gold.
That's exactly why I've been packing in a little extra each time. It's not much, but I hoped it would help.
It really does. More than I can explain. It's one less thing to worry about, and believe me, I've got a lot on my plate.
I just want to take care of you in the small ways I still can. That's all I've ever wanted.
And you always have. You've shown up for me over and over again, even when it was inconvenient or unappreciated. I don't say it enough, but I love you for that. You're a huge part of why I'm even standing on 2 feet.
That means more than you know, but maybe it's time I stop pushing my way into a space where I'm clearly not wanted.
If you stopped showing up, this place would lose something real. I just hope you know that. I hope you feel that. I have to ask, what did she say to you earlier? Something really out of line? I'm just hoping she didn't pull the whole "don't come here anymore" routine again, or start complaining about your car.
She said both, actually, almost word for word, like she had it rehearsed. Told me I shouldn't be coming around and that my car was an eyesore in this high-class neighborhood. Oh, and she called me a poor person. Just tossed it out like it was a casual observation.
God, I don't even know what to say to that. I'm so sorry, Kathy. That's disgusting. You've always been the one quietly holding everything together, and this is how she repays you?
I'm used to it by now. Doesn't mean it doesn't sting, though. Especially coming from someone who married into the family.
I've tried explaining to her what you mean to us. To me. I've told her how much you've done, how much you still do. And every time she just shuts down, like your existence threatens her or something.
Maybe it does, in some way she can't even name. I've stopped expecting anything else from her, honestly.
That's not how a partnership is supposed to work. If I can't even get her to see reason about you, what are we even building together? It's like I'm speaking into a void half the time. No matter what I say, it never lands.
Clark, that's something only you can decide. But I'll say this, marriage without open eyes and open ears rarely survives.
Yeah, that's exactly what's starting to scare me.
If I might be so bold, you need to stop holding it all in. If something's broken between you two, it's not going to fix itself just because you stay quiet. Avoiding the hard conversations doesn't protect a marriage, it just delays the fallout.
You're right. I know you're right. I've just been trying not to set things off. Every time I bring something up, it turns into this exhausting back and forth.
I get it, I really do. But the longer you go without saying what you really feel, the harder it becomes to say anything at all. You were raised in a family that talks things out. We might not always agree, but we listen. That matters.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Mom and Dad always had their ups and downs, but they never stopped talking, never left things to rot. That's the kind of home I want, not one where silence eats up the space between people.
Then say so. Say it to her. Be clear. Be kind if you can, but be firm.
We moved in with her sister, hoping to learn what a peaceful household looked like. And now I feel like I've just been copying the surface, not the substance. I need to stop avoiding the truth just to keep the peace. I'll talk to her, Kathy. Really talk. No more walking on eggshells.
Wow, I just saw you get out of that taxi from the bridal suite window. You actually showed up like that, in those clothes? Did it not even occur to you to wear something appropriate for an elite wedding?
I'm only wearing this because I just got out of work a little while ago. Don't worry, I'll be changing in a moment.
Don't bother. Changing won't help. That outfit is just the tip of the iceberg. You walking in here with that secondhand vibe is enough of a spectacle already.
I'm here to celebrate Clark's wedding, not to walk a red carpet.
There's no seat for you, just putting that out there now. I didn't bother having one set because I never imagined you'd actually show your face.
I was invited, and I made the effort to be here despite work and distance.
Please, no one invited you, not really. Clark probably just felt bad and didn't know how to say no. And now here you are, a poor person trying to squeeze into a space that clearly doesn't fit you.
And just what makes you say I don't fit in here?
This is a high-class event. Clark's in international finance. His family is educated, polished, successful. You are not one of us. You don't even belong in the same conversation.
Look, Marcy, I didn't come here to cause tension. I came because today matters, because Clark matters. So, like I said, I'll change quickly and I'll stay out of the way during the reception. I promise.
And like I said, don't even bother. Whatever you put on, it won't fix what you are. You could show up in silk and diamonds, and it still wouldn't be enough.
Do you know how much trouble I went to in order to be here today? I rearranged meetings. I left everything because this day meant something to me. Clark has always been like a son to me. I couldn't imagine not being here for him.
And yet, he would have been better off if you hadn't shown up at all. Honestly, I don't care how far you flew or what you think you mean to him.
I've never asked for anything from you. Not respect, not gratitude, just space to be part of his life. That's not so much, is it? To show up quietly and sit in the back row just to watch someone I love take a new step?
What you don't get is that your presence is the problem. Just existing around him makes things worse. So I'm saying it clearly now. I don't want to see you again, ever. Stay away from the house, stay away from the wedding, stay away from him. You are no longer welcome in any part of our lives, period.
I'm sorry, Clark. I just wanted to let you know that I'm heading out. I came to be here for you today, but I don't want to make trouble.
Wait, what do you mean you're leaving? You just got here. I don't understand. Is everything okay? Did something happen with Marcy?
I think you already know the answer to that. She told me there wasn't a seat for me, said I wasn't welcome, again.
She actually said that to you right before the ceremony? I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I never told her to say that.
I believe you, but I also saw the look on her face. She meant every word. I'm not going to stay where I'm clearly unwanted. Not today.
This isn't how today was supposed to go. You're the one person I was looking forward to seeing. I don't care about seating charts or what she thinks is appropriate. I wanted you here.
You have so much going on. This is your big day. It should be about joy, not drama. I came because I'm proud of you, because I love you like you were my own.
And I've always felt that, Kathy. Always. You've been more of a parent to me than half the people with that title. I wanted to see your face in the crowd. I wanted to look over and see you there.
Then carry that feeling with you. Let me leave quietly. I won't ruin this for you.
I hate this. I hate that she made you feel this small. Please don't go like this. At least let me come find you. Let me fix this.
It's already late, and you have enough on your plate, so I'll be taking my leave here. But I know you're a good man, Clark. I know I can trust you to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I know exactly what I need to do. Something I should have done a long time ago. I'm sorry again for what happened today, Aunt Kathy. I'm gonna make it right.
Wait, what is happening right now? You're telling me the entire wedding is canceled because I told off a poor person? Are you kidding me right now? That's why Clark's walking away?
It wasn't just something rude, it was cruel, targeted, and deliberate, and it wasn't the first time.
I was doing what any decent person would. I was protecting our lifestyle. You don't just let someone like that walk into an elite wedding. I was trying to maintain standards. What, is that a crime now?
You weren't maintaining anything. You were gatekeeping out of pure arrogance.
Oh, come on. I wasn't hurting anyone. I was just eliminating a presence that clearly didn't match. That's what people with taste do.
People with actual taste don't need to humiliate others to prove it.
And now people are saying I ruined my own wedding just for trying to keep the aesthetic clean?
The person you insulted was going to pay for that wedding. All $80,000 of it.
What? What are you even talking about? The groom's family always pays. That's just how these things work.
You assumed. You never asked. And now you know. I offered to pay for the entire wedding. Not because I was asked, mind you. I brought up the idea myself. Clark's like a son to me. I've supported him since he was small, and I wanted to help give him a stress-free start to his new life. I knew you two were saving to move, and I figured if I could lift even one burden quietly, that would be enough.
Are you serious right now? $80,000? You were just going to hand it over? Why wouldn't you tell me something like that?
I didn't want the attention. I asked Clark not to tell you. It wasn't a performance. It was a gift. I didn't need you to thank me or even know. But I guess that backfired.
Backfired? You think I wouldn't have treated you better if I'd known? You didn't look like someone who could cover a wedding, that's all.
And that's exactly the problem. You didn't ask who I was or why I showed up late. You didn't care. I got out of a taxi in work clothes, and that was enough for you to decide I was beneath you. I had just come back from Europe. I was there finalizing an overseas partnership for Middlesbury Furniture.
Wait, Middlesbury Furniture? Like that Middlesbury Furniture?
Yes, I run the company. That's my job. That's the reason I wasn't here earlier. I landed and came straight from the airport. But you didn't see any of that. You saw a compact car, plain clothes, and assumed I was nothing.
This makes no sense. You drive a compact car. You don't wear anything branded. You looked like someone barely getting by.
Is that what you think wealth looks like? Flashy bags and flashy attitudes? There are a lot of brands in the world, Marcy, but not all of them are printed in gold.
Then how was I supposed to know? You show up looking like that. Who wouldn't assume?
People who don't need assumptions to guide their behavior. Most of what I wear is vintage, one-of-a-kind pieces from niche designers, not mainstream, not mass-produced, but still beautiful, still valuable, just not loud.
Okay, maybe the clothes, fine. But the car? You showed up in a tiny beat-up compact car. What else was I supposed to think?
That I'm practical, that I know how to drive in a residential area without blocking intersections. For everyday errands, I use the smallest car in the garage. It's easier that way. I also own a Jaguar and a Mercedes, if you must know. But I don't need to bring a parade with me just to deliver vegetables.
I can't believe this. I misjudged you, okay? I completely misread the situation.
Yes, you did, and you made sure I knew exactly how little you thought of me.
I'm sorry. I got it wrong. I said things I shouldn't have. I acted based on what I saw and that was a mistake.
A mistake you repeated with words you can't take back.
But we're family. Isn't that enough to at least talk through this? Can't we get past it? Let's just start over. Forget what was said. We can move on, right? As relatives.
You said we lived in different worlds, that I was beneath you, that you never wanted to see me again.
I didn't mean it like that. I was just stressed. I was trying to protect the image of the wedding.
You weren't protecting anything. You were performing for yourself.
Please, Clark won't even speak to me now. You're the only one he might listen to. Please, talk to him. Tell him I understand now.
Understand what, Marcy? That money changes how you treat people? Or that your idea of family only includes people who look a certain way?
I didn't know! If I had, none of this would have happened!
That's exactly why it did happen. If who I am, or how I contribute, depends on whether I meet your standards, then we were never family to begin with. So the answer is no. I'm not going to speak to Clark for you. I won't undo the consequences of your own choices. You told me I didn't belong, that I was beneath you. You said we lived in different worlds, remember?
That was before I knew the truth, before I knew who you actually were.
And now that you think I'm worth something, you want to rewrite the past? I'm not interested in your revision.
But I said I was sorry. I admitted I was wrong. That has to count for something.
Clark has made his decision. He chose to walk away from the ceremony, from the marriage. I respect his choice. I won't try to reverse it, and I certainly won't clean up the mess you made to protect your ego.
You're doing this out of spite, aren't you? You just want me to suffer!
No, I just don't want to be part of your performance anymore. Whether or not the marriage goes forward isn't my concern now, because either way, I won't be in your life. We are either unrelated by divorce or strangers by character. Either way, I will not engage again.
Oh, how noble! The forgotten aunt with no husband, no children, no value thinks she gets to have the last word. Please, let's not pretend you're the victim here. You were the one who inserted yourself where no one wanted you.
I didn't insert myself. I was invited, and Clark made it clear he wanted me there. You just couldn't handle it.
Handle what? Someone irrelevant in plain clothes riding up in a compact car? You think that was threatening to me? Get real.
And yet here you are, clawing to undo what you did the moment you realized who I actually am.
Because I'm the one who was supposed to walk out of that venue married!
If being married to someone is the only thing giving you status, then maybe you should reflect on what you actually bring into a relationship.
Don't talk like you know anything about love or marriage! You're just a bitter, lonely woman hiding behind expensive furniture.
Then it shouldn't bother you that I'm walking away, and yet you're still here, screaming into a silence that doesn't care anymore.
You really think you're better than me just because Clark trusted you? Because you had money hidden under ugly clothes?
No, I think I'm better because I never once needed to crush someone else to feel seen. You should try it.
You think you've won something here? Please, you're a joke. You're just some sad aging woman with no man, no kids, and no one waiting for you when you go home. You want to talk about value? You don't have any. You're nothing without Clark's attention.
That's not true, but it is telling that you think attention equals worth.
I'm the one who married him, remember? I'm the wife. I'm the one who wears the ring. You're just the weird aunt he pities, the one who clings to him because no one else will.
And yet, it's the wife he's leaving, not the aunt he confided in.
He's only doing this because you poisoned him. You twisted everything. You're manipulative and sneaky and jealous of what I have.
What do you have, Marcy? A title with no foundation? A wedding you destroyed yourself?
Look at you. You walk around like you're someone important, but you're still the woman in the cheap coat who showed up in a junky car. All your hidden wealth and tasteful vintage talk? Who even believes that? If you were really as important as you say, you'd have shown up in something that didn't look like a clearance rack.
I don't need to be believed by someone whose self-worth depends on heels and logos. And I don't need validation from someone who thinks cruelty is confidence.
You're so smug. You think you can just walk away and pretend you're above it all. You need Clark more than I do. Don't think I don't see it.
I don't need Clark. I love him. That's different. And I would have loved to see him happy, but I won't be part of something that demands I lose my dignity.
So what now? You're just going to cut me off forever? You're going to pretend we were never family?
We weren't. Not really. You made that clear the moment you told me I wasn't welcome, that I embarrassed you, that I wasn't worth a seat.
People say things when they're angry. It doesn't mean I meant all of it.
But you did, and I believe you. That's why I won't give you the chance to say it again. Even if Clark changed his mind tomorrow, even if the wedding went on, even if he asked me to stand beside him again, I would not share that space with you. I will not sit at the same table. I will not respond to your messages. I will not see you again.
You're really serious about this? You're actually cutting me out over one fight?
No, Marcy. I'm cutting you out because you showed me exactly who you are, and I listened. Clark and Marcy divorced soon after. Though they had signed the papers before the ceremony, the marriage ended before it ever truly began. He cut ties cleanly, and I respected his decision. A lawyer made sure Marcy couldn't contact either of us again. No more messages, no more scenes. Marcy ended up paying the full $80,000 for the wedding, the very one she'd tried to gatekeep. I suppose there's some symmetry in that. I hear she moved back to her hometown, where she works long hours now, trying to chip away at the debt she once dismissed. She's got no friends and no support over there. Even the people around her seem to keep their distance. Arrogance doesn't age well. As for me, I return to my work, my life, and my peace. I never needed a spotlight, just honesty, and space to care for the people who mattered. Clark and I still talk often, quietly, without drama, and that is more than enough.